Are we good to go? If you don't ask, yes. Okay. Now you see, actually, before you go, we have to meet me and you. I'm not going to mentor that woman. You see, I'm going to charge you just a little token, just little. Not to get worried, I'm also marketing myself, so it's both sides. So I'm going to answer, though you have asked a question like, so far, maybe steps that you need to take. But I'm going to answer it because I know there are some questions. I know there is a guy there. So he's also a student, he's like my student, he's not going to go for mentorship. So when you take a trade, there are things that you base on. If I know that now and it depends on what, for the time you have been in the market, it depends on what you have been told or what you have learned and what you have back tested. If I say back test, do you understand that? Back testing, two different words, back and test. So you go back and you test. So after, if you are running like this, so when you come back and you want to run at the same level, it will work because you back tested it. Are we good? I want you guys to enjoy this class, okay? This is a free class. Oh, I charge money. So I make things that I give to be valuable, okay? So when you take a trade after back testing, there are things that you base on. If maybe I come in the market and I find it's a bearish or bullish, after seeing that it's a bearish, what do I look for next? Either order blocks. If you know about that knowledge, then after order block, is it in a supply demand or a supply zone or a demand zone? After seeing that, does this zone have any valid order block? Yes. Has it been mitigated? Yes. Does it have imbalance? Yes. Does it have liquidity? Yes. So taking a trade is something you have to think of. It's a process. It's like growing a child. Though I know some of you are still young. I also don't have a child, but I can give a test on myself. Okay? So it's a lot. The challenge that we have learning trading, it's like a new thing. It's like someone going in senior one and they're telling you about chemistry. It's like a fresh thing. So you only get to know it the more you keep in the industry, growing. At the time you reach a time, you'll be like, there are things that you find out that you learned them for nothing. But I think I have tried to explain, though I'm just speaking new words, right? Okay. So are we clear here? Are we good to go? Who wants? You see, you are really suffering without. Is there any water? So you guys, we are giving water here. I'm not going to blame you. Water was full here, but I have water. You see, there is nothing that I've spoke that I'm not going to practice. This is the first thing that I'm going to give out money. You see, it was one, by the way. Don't ask another one. So we are on trends. So there are three basic movement that market trends. It's an uptrend, a downtrend, or it may range. So a market is comprised of 4 swing points, of which I've talked about: the higher high, the higher low. We only find the higher high and the higher low. We only use it as a swing points in an uptrend. Then we use swing points of lower low and lower highs in the downtrend. So this can be like an example when you know charts. This can be like an example of an uptrend, right? That price is printing higher highs, it breaks above, it protects this lower low, it continues pushing up. That's when you realize, oh, the market is bullish. When the market is bearish, price keeps breaking these, taking out these, protecting the lows, the lower highs. In simply terms, that when we're in a downtrend, the lower lows are weak and the lower highs are strong. So when you're in a trend like this, you only focus on sells than buys. Because if you try to buy in a certain movement, you become the support. It's like selling in a buying move, you become the resistance. What's your account? You just keep on blowing. Okay, so this also is an example of arranging market, right? So that was like a thorough introduction of market structure. Okay, so in market structure, we have talked about the trend so far. So now we're going to talk about the break-off structure. Those are the things that you really need to focus on market structure. We have given an introduction about market structure, the trend. Now we are on break-off structure. Before I give a tap in break-off structure, is there any question? Is there any question? So who's ready to give me money? Because I'm going to ask and you fail. And I only start on $30 limit. That's 100 bob. So who's ready to answer the question? Remember, if you answer me, I'll give you money. You want me to ask you? You first bring your money here, not failing. You want to answer? You have a question? Good.
Hello, my name is Tamam brokerage. Like, I wanted you to talk about the choppy markets.
The stock market.
Yes.
Okay. So you said you called the tycoon. You have money. Or you are a celebrity. You might be a celebrity in Arua, so make sure you don't go without an autograph. So a choppy market simply it's a ranging market. These are always like an example. Like price is not going to move. You're not going to find chart's price being like this. In the same way like this. No. Price is going to be moving, let's say like this. Okay? Are we good? You see? Any other question? So I'm not going to ask, they have asked me. Let me save that money because you are so serious about it. And I may go back Kampala barefooted. So, what is break-off structure? So, I hope now we all understand three basic movements of that three basic market movement was pretty straightforward. There isn't much, to be honest. As long as you can identify your swing points, you're good to go. Now, that was just one half of understanding structure. I'm going now to teach you guys how to identify. So break-off structure, it's important, and how identifying this break-off structure is necessary to be able to find trading opportunities. Because by understanding the principles of the market movement, you can actually determine where the buyers and sellers are gaining the strength. So there are two different types of market structure. There is a continuational break, some people call it break-off structure, and a reversal break, which people call a change in character. So if out, surely by Monday, if you go back and revise on the weekend, so you have to save that. I told you don't be so emotional when I'm caring about women. If you're a man and you don't like women, raise up, look for a meeting. So I'm telling you this. If you're not what I'm speaking, you go on the weekend, you revise, you backtest, you go on your chats. Surely on Monday, you'll be seeing things the different way. You're not going to see things the way you have been seeing them, okay? I want this time to be more memorable. That one day you will call me and say, see that message, I've sent you $100. Let's go and enjoy your weekend. Okay? So guys, I don't want us to leave this place and someone starts saying, I wish they never came, I wasted my time. Okay? Are we good? I'm so sorry I speak a lot, but that's the way to go. Okay? So, in market structure, we have two types of bricks of structure. Bricks I don't think this is the way they write a brick. Is this? I don't trust my English, so sometimes I'm just slow at English. Bricks of structure. So simply, we have what we call the brick of structure, which is this is not like this, but this is under this. Okay? So like this is like the general word, but we also have this like the kabebi, okay? Brick of structure. And we also have a church. That is change in character. Okay? So I want, from where we started, I don't want to use any new words before I haven't spoken about it, so that you guys shouldn't get lost. A break of structure. Break of structure. Do you understand when I say break of structure? Okay? Take an example. This is a structure. Okay? Guys, I need your attention. Let's say this is the structure. When something passes through it and it breaks, that means that thing broke this structure. Okay? I try to bring these things to our normal life so that you'll understand. Okay? So, in simple terms, let's say price was pushing to the upside. Okay? Price was pushing up. So now, if I'm to ask which type of a trend is this? Yes.